Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Young Twin in the building, 20 TV. Man, I came across a video today that just, man, one of my YouTube mentors, TOMMYSOTOMAYOR, man, that was my dude. I used to watch him back in the day, all right, for hours. This man, he was taken down by the VWs. He wanted to take down Kevin Samuels, but he did it with such elegance. They couldn't do it. He even had people calling into his show. Tommy was just dog with him. He was just dog, though. He'd call them bees and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, we're not gonna prolong we're not gonna prolong anything. We're gonna get it popping. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna get it popping. He went on the Hodge twins show. I kind of like them. They be kind of tripping sometimes, but they all right. Some of these stuff, but they be tripping. I don't know if y'all know about the Hodge twins. Go over there and check them out. They cool. They say some good things, but you know, some people just can't handle the truth. It is what it is. I like them. And I'm a twin, so I like twin power, baby. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, without further ado, let's get to my dude, TOMMYSOTOMAYOR and the Hodge twins. Let's go.
The hell y'all bring me here, bro? Yeah, welcome to episode 46. We got TOMMYSOTOMAYOR in here. Yeah. Man, we've been following you for a long time, man.
Really?
Yeah, I followed you on it was Blog Radio.
You lying?
I am not lying, dude. And then I was like, man, you had like 50 YouTube channels.
Raw TV.
And then
Raw TV too.
But they was all getting deleted. I said, fuck it, I can't find it anymore. Because they kept removing your pages.
Yeah. Y'all don't know how much of a dadgum honor that is.
Yeah.
Like, because you know, a lot of times when you old motherfuckers forget you.
Yeah.
And to see somebody saying, hey, you know, I used to listen to y'all. Because I hear a lot of people.
Yeah.
The thing about being a fan of mine, I tell people, to a lot of people, it was like watching gay porn.
Here we go.
Can't admit to that.
Yes, exactly. You can't.
Yeah.
Well, at least you got where we're going. Because sometimes people are like, hey. I'm like, no, I'm going somewhere. That's not the end of the fucking story.
Yeah,
I'm going somewhere. It's like watching gay porn because, like, I was almost worse than gay porn. Like, dudes would be listening to me and they girls would come in like, what the fuck you listen to? They'd be like, gay porn.
They'd rather say that. Because they burned the black women.
Yes. That's it. Like, it became such a thing. Like, it was like this underground railroad of men that were hearing stories. And I would tell people, they would say, you open up a lot of brothers' eyes. I said, I actually didn't. I said, a lot of brothers were saying this or thought it. But when we were thinking, we couldn't say it.
Right.
Because we thought we were the only ones who thought it.
Right.
So I was the other person who said, hey, man, I beat my meat too. You know, because you think, man, I'm the only one who abuses myself like this.
Right.
No one else does this. And when you start praying, God, take this away from me. And then you realize, no, I do it too. Oh, great.
I'm normal.
Yes, I'm normal. And I think that's what I did. I normalized something that people thought, but you couldn't say it out loud. So just to hear you guys say, because I'm old and I know y'all was young if y'all was listening to me back then. That's fucking impressive.
Oh, I'm old, man. I just turned 50.
You lying?
Yeah. You said 50. Born 74.
Really?
You 75, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Same age. We the same age.
Damn, they said black don't crack. They lied. Because look at me. Jesus Christ. Why y'all make me feel bad like that? I'm been thinking these niggas in their late 20s. And y'all light skin, y'all supposed to age, man.
I stay out of that sun, man. Mama used to say, keep your ass out that sun, boy. Because I burn sometimes. You see people, you don't age well.
I know what you're saying. I burn too. I just stayed in there too long.
Yeah.
Man, this is going to be a great interview, man. Let's go. That's my guy, man.
Yeah.
He got it. I got it.
Hey, you know what about your content, the material you was like the first. You was before Kevin Samuels.
Wait, he used to be a fan of mine.
No shit.
Nah, they got phone calls of him calling into the show.
You know it's crazy? You had all those different YouTube channels. That's what gave us the idea to not just have one YouTube channel.
Really?
Yeah. I said, hey, he got 5 times, man. We need to get us 5 times.
Y'all gonna make me cry. Y'all gonna make me cry. Because people used to tell me, they said, yo, y'all need to, they would say, you need to watch the Hodge twins.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It was like, they say what you say, but like they got some sense. And so I used to
sense from you. We was reckless as fuck.
Oh, you saw what happened to me? It was like, hey, we can't do that.
I said, man, this dude be going in on black women.
Because I thought it was so, they were like, they're smart about how they do it. They do the same thing, but they're smart about it. And so I started watching y'all. I was like, these niggas slick with it. I did, because y'all would be saying something, be like, but we didn't say it. I like, and somebody asked me, they said, why do you think the Hodge twins can get away with saying the same thing that you say, but not get in trouble? I said, cause them niggas light skinned with gray eyes.
Yeah, people don't think I'm black.
And I said, no, they think you black. They just think you and they have some pretty kids with you. Them hoes, ain't no woman go. It's like us. Come on. How much arguing we trying to do with a fine ass woman that's stupid?
Yeah.
She's stupid, but I'm gonna let her talk because I still would like to have sex. Y'all got a lot of women that saying, they're wrong, but they're handsome, so I'll let them talk. I'm an ugly nigga. I can't get away with much. I already, if I don't empty the trash, bitches didn't want divorce.
Right.
So I don't have as long a leash, which became like the thing. I started noticing it, but I kind of embraced it. I said, well, I looked the part because I got a face that only a radio could love. I knew that.
No,
and so,
man, you being hard on yourself. You being a little bit too hard on yourself. Them nigga pictures ain't got you. I can't. That's a good looking brother.
Listen, they do it. They'll make you hate yourself.
Yeah,
I took all the mirrors out of my house after I listened to some of the stuff the black women was saying to me.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah.
Like, haven't y'all gotten some stuff that you just thought it hurt you a little bit because you like, I can't believe this is their perception.
It all hurts. I remember this black woman sent us an email about this long. She said, I hope you 2 Uncle Tom coons get in a car accident. One is ejected from the car.
Wow.
Right? You paralyzed. You can't move.
This is the same thing they done when Donald Trump won. I remember waking up the next morning and they were telling us, BWs, they was telling us they hope we hang from trees. They hope we die. They hope we don't wake up. They were saying some horrible shit. Horrible stuff, man. I'm like, damn, it's like that. I remember, man. I remember like it was yesterday, man. That's how they feel. That's how they feel. You know? That's crazy though, man. Let's cook, y'all.
You're going to die in 2 minutes, right? But your brother's trapped in a car, right? And he's burning to death. And you hear him scream.
This bitch wrote a damn screenplay for Final Destination 7.
It was actually a comment on a video. Yeah, when we came out of the closet as Republicans, our black fan base.
Ooh.
It was, I would say, our fan base was like a representation of what America looks like. Yeah. Right? Like 15, 20% black. Yeah, but when we came out, man, that shit's 90% white. Yeah, gentrified our own audience.
Man, that's crazy. The same thing happened to me. So I got one partner. I got maybe a few. I think I got more, but they scared to back me up or come forward. Man, this last campaign was hell. Oh my God, I got one solid brother. Matter of fact, he just texted me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I understand these dudes, man. I understand them. That's crazy.
Go to a comedy show, man. Look like Bruce Springsteen. Dude, we was in Nashville, Tennessee, right? I looked out the one. I said, I don't know who these people come to see, right? Because I was in a fitness. I had a bunch of young dudes, like bodybuilders and younger people, younger kids. You know. I looked at that, man. All I seen was overalls and cowboy hats.
I guess you was wondering who the fuck else is on.
The same reason why they came to see Candace Owens. It's the same reason why. The same reason.
On the lineup.
The same reason they came to visit Candace Owens. Candace Owens started that way, but they let her know she's a nigga. So she done kind of crossed over a little bit. But I remember her in the stadium saying some stuff. Racism didn't exist. You know, shit like that. Come on now. I understand what you're doing, but you're going too far. It does exist. Stop the crap. Stop the crap. And then when she got fired at Ben Shapiro, she figured out, oh yeah, you one of us. Who a commie, one of us. What the fuck? Let me stop, man. Let's go.
I'm like, these people at the wrong show. And then we went outside, they gave us a standing ovation. Yeah. That shit is great. Yep. I've never got so much love from a Democrat.
Because it's a fresh breath of fresh air to these white folks. It's a fresh breath of air to them. They can't say it, but y'all can say it. Tommy can say it. I can say it. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, man. We can say it. So they like, oh, finally, yeah. Tell them, nigger, tell them. Yeah, that's what that's about. They want to say it, but they can't. So the Hodge twins, Tommy Sotomayor, your boy 20 TV, I'm going to let you know, fam. I'm not playing no games. Let's go.
For people that I've gotten from white conservatives.
Yes, sir. It was the same thing with me. I don't think you guys did it too. That's why I think when the switch you saw, you're like, I didn't set out for an audience. I think the audience found me.
Yeah.
And as I evolved, the audience started to evolve. I stopped talking about just straight nigga shit and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because once we got into politics, we was like, you're not talking about nigga shit no more. So it's like, I'm going to tune you out. Yeah. Because I remember the first time there's a guy named Tyreek Nasheed. He told everybody how much I was Uncle Tom when I was going saying,
what is his name?
Tyreek Nasheed.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. We in this coon bunch too.
I think on the two coon train, all of us was on it. I said in the Hodge twin. Oh shit, that's me. It was funny when y'all man, I didn't want to be next in the line.
And they always have a very unflattering picture of you. You got your mouth open. Look at a bucket coon there.
You look at yourself and think you a coon. I mean, with that face, I am a coon. That is a coon's face. But I was noticing that my audience had started to change as I started talking more about politics. And what happened with me was I said, as a woman, a woman typically would say, take the best offer that guys give you. That's why when ask a bitch to the prom, she wait on how many other niggas is gonna ask before she finally let your ass go. At least that was my experience in life, but look at my face. But anyway, that's it. So I thought, why don't blacks sell they political pussy like that? Instead of, stop laughing. You cut that shit out. Let me explain first. But think about it. Why would you just tell somebody you gonna fuck them regardless of how they act? Because I'm a nigga. If I know you gonna fuck me regardless of how I act, I'm fucking everybody in your family. And then gonna come lay home with you. But if you set rules, then you probably get a better person. Blacks didn't set rules and they didn't get better politics. The Democrats knew the pussy was waiting on them no matter what they did. Have you noticed they never gave blacks anything? They gave something to everybody. Obama gave the gays something. Blacks have always just been sitting there with the promise of a ring. And I said, somebody need to talk about this. So I just started talking about it. And I just started talking about it because I've always been, it's even strange that if you think about it, blacks are typically conservative by most of the other thoughts by nature. So why in the hell are they trapped on the Democratic plantation? I don't know. And one of the most effective things that Donald Trump did was when he put that they, them commercial.
That ad,
because most niggas sat there and was like, I don't want my money going that shit. I think it was a sound heard around the world. Every nigga saw that said, I don't want my money going that shit.
Charlamagne said that too. He was doing the Breakfast Club,
So I think my audience changed like you. So when I started going around doing, I did a couple of tours. It was the same thing that happened. I started looking out the crowd and I said,
You thought black people was going to embrace you?
I mean, you got hopes.
Right? You got hopes. You think you're going to make a difference, right?
Yes. See, thank you. I'm not the only one.
I'm going to wake him up.
He had those delusions as well.
We fly. We going through the airport. We flying. We got off the plane, and then our fan base changed so much. The pilot say, "Hey, wanna go in the cockpit with me? I'm gonna take a picture with y'all. I love you guys." I'm like, I'm taking pictures with pilots now. But forget you niggas. I don't need y'all.
Yeah. See, the same thing happened to me when the dude's like, "Hey, want to see how the plane works?"
See that?
Me? Yeah, come up here. I love, and it's like how they whisper to us.
Yeah.
I love your shit.
Yeah, they don't want nobody hear you talking to them. Yeah, because all that shit is gay porn to them.
Yes, now he get it. Yes. Yeah. Because they know, like, that's what's sad about us, though. Like, I talked about this. It's a strange thing. I don't know if you guys have seen this phenomena of where the MSNBC hosts are saying things like, "Oh, well, don't hang out with your family members if they voted for Trump."
That's crazy. Yep. That's wild.
Straight separating families. But I want to talk about let's not separate these families of people at the fucking border that broke the fucking law.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, Democrats come up like they're the Church of Scientology.
Yes.
It's like cultish.
Without Tom Cruise, though. That's, I mean, at least Tom Cruise was fun jumping on couches and shit. Yeah. But they're not fun at all, which is crazy because they got a motherfucker named Joy that has no joy at all. Joy Reid.
Oh my goodness.
Is she not the dumbest little Bill looking motherfucker you've ever seen?
That's the thing. They put like people like her, the Democrats, they condition their constituents to think based on their race. Yeah, based on their gender. They don't preach objectivity. They want you to think based on your race, your sexuality. Yeah. That's why they're so fucking stupid. Joy Reid's the ideal black woman. That's why she's got a job.
And I just can't respect nobody whose hairline start back here.
And I don't know who's doing.
This is going to be a great interview. They already cooking. Come on, let's go.
Doing her makeup.
I don't think she do either.
I don't know. I was like, man, that is not flattering
at all. I think it's a joke. I think they put her out there to make fun of her. I bet them white people laugh their ass off. Go, you're ready, Joy. You know, like you can have, and you're a nigga. You can't just let anybody cut your ass. Right. You can't. They don't know what they're doing to you.
And you know what? Look at this. She's like Trump right here. She got the Trump haircut.
Damn.
And how you gonna say you got a problem with white women and you walk around with their hair on your head?
Exactly. You got blonde hair.
I'm not gonna lie. She kind of looked like Harambe. I'm not gonna lie. And there's a lot going on with this lady's face.
To temper justice with mercy. It was not enshrined in our Constitution so that a dishonorable man could reward his criminal allies, friends, and family for their corrupt practices.
Who's she talking about, Joe Biden?
Biden pardoning his son. He should have pardoned him. The crazies are coming, right? But to me, it's like pardon more. The presidential pardon was originally
and see, like the black community, they don't keep track of what they're saying. They don't see, like, we follow politics. We know what's going on. The typical black family, black woman, man, they
all say the same thing. Once one say something, they all say the same thing. It's like a manual. You be like, yo, bro, the person that told you that, they don't know what they talking about. Yo, man, what about the Project 225? You ask any nigga about Project 225. Dude, have you actually read it? I actually read it. I downloaded it. I actually agree with a lot that's in there. There's some stuff I don't know that I don't agree with, but it's a lot that I do. It's about a conservative life. It's about how we should be living. Some of that stuff need to be enforced. From what I read, okay? Come on.
They only pay attention during the election time. Sound bites.
Yep.
No information voters. Like I asked a lot of my family, I said, why are you not gonna vote for that? I just don't like him. I was like, why? I just don't like him. Can you give me a reason? It's just what it is. What it is.
They can't give you a reason because they do emotional politics. It's the way they feel. They not going over policy. They're not going over none of that. They're not going off none of that stuff. They're just going off emotion. He white. I don't like him. I don't like the way he talk. What the hell has that got to do with his policy? You understand what I'm saying? Come on.
Yeah, he's racist. Yeah.
That one was the biggest one. He's racist. My mom.
This is a great.
Your mom probably just like my mom. My mom, when Obama was in office, she wore this Obama shirt every day. She had an Obama shirt,
which was the worst president ever. We all thought he was the guy, but we found out real quick. Man, come on.
Turn that nigga white by the time she had watched it so much. I said, and I was. Isn't it strange when you hear them talk and you love them because they're family?
Yeah. Yeah.
But you hear that they're just speaking and repeating what they heard on MSNBC.
Yeah. Right. Right.
It's not even a thought of their own. They're just parroting it. And I would hear my mom tell me how racist he was. I say, why is he racist? Look at what he said about, they always bring up the Central Park 5 because that's what they told him. They always bring up Project 2025
right?
Because that's what they told him. And I love that part because he started hiring them people from Project 2025. He was like, gotcha, bitch. I don't know anything about Project 2025. It was so I'm down with it, bitch. I said, oh, that's some gangster shit right now.
Yeah.
But you had all these things that they had to say about him, but they couldn't prove it.
Yeah.
And I realized that that's what the Democrat platform is. They can say things, but you don't go to the next level of ask, well, why?
Yeah.
Who asked them why? Whoever asked them why? And when you ask them why, it's an offensive fucking thing. You watch how they've started to cannibalize each other. Like, I cannot stand Whoopi Goldberg and her thoughts of shit. But even she tried to have a normal conversation with Ms. Navarro. She said, well, at this point, the election's over. All we can do now is try to live life.
Right.
You know, you can't let it just bog you down.
Yeah, she's trying, right?
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Navarro says, what do you mean? Whoopi's like,
just give him a shot.
Yeah, just give him a shot.
Yeah.
Well, what about those dreamers? They're afraid of getting, they're like, so they can't have Thanksgiving? What? Ain't gonna be no Christmas on the trees? Even the fucking people of Whoville didn't get that damn mad when the Grinch took all their gifts. Yes, they still got up saying, Yahoo Dore, welcome Christmas Day.
Yeah.
These niggas is acting like you just can't go do shit. Now, how could you live like that? And why are they selling that? And you're selling it while you're on the TV show, while you get in a car that's driving you around, while your bank account is fine. You're selling gloom and doom to these people. And I don't know if that's what y'all did. Y'all can tell me. But that's where I started drilling down on my audience. I kept telling them, they tell you that Donald Trump is for rich people and they're not. And then they do a rally and run out a whole bunch of rich people during their rally. You don't see that that's odd that Lizzo, her fat ass,
multi-millionaires.
Yes, got her and said, this is how she did a thing before she went to speak in Michigan at Kamala stuff. This is how a black woman saves democracy. Getting on a private fucking jet. Of course, there was nobody else on there because she had already reached maximum capacity. So they had her. So she says this.
Right.
And I said, y'all need to see how stupid they think you are.
Yeah.
But you have proven to them how stupid you are by, as you stated, you don't know shit about politics until every 4 years. Every 4 years, you're there to vote, and it's there to vote Democrat. It doesn't matter who it is. Are y'all afraid, or have you ever thought back how close this chick came to actually being the fucking president who no one knew a fucking thing about her? And in 2019, no one liked her. Up until
nobody voted for her.
Yes.
It was scaring me when those polls was coming out and she was ahead. I'm like, wait a minute. When she was running for president, the Democrats didn't like her. Now y'all love her? So it's like, man, if she becomes president, I was like, how easy is for them to put anybody in front of the American people and win an election?
Anybody with a D by their name is got a fucking legitimate shot. And that scared me because
I saw a video. What's that? Oh, Climate Crusader Liz posts while boarding a private jet.
Look at all that cottage cheese.
Man, I don't know why they glorify obesity.
I don't know either.
They glorify everything that's counter intelligence, counter family.
I think that's a link. I think that's a link between, like, black women are growing because they want to idolize her. She's normalizing it. I mean, I think they've always been big, but they all big now.
See that he says things in a nicer way than I would.
Yeah,
because I'd have said these bitches is fat. Because when he was saying they growing, I said, what is he talking about? Is he talking about politically?
Yeah, look at this. Yeah. I mean, they're beautiful. They got beautiful faces, but they're little, Well,
see, this is why they took Tommy off the YouTube. He had so many channels, and each channel had 300,000, 500,000, million subscribers. Every channel, man, dude was, man, they took him down because he was on that like that.
This is okay. No, it's not got bigger yet. Yeah, come on. Now that's a problem. Now we got sinners.
It's like when a snowball go down the hill.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
bigger. Them hoes gain whole mental.
Look at that. They wearing jackets. They cover themselves up.
The bovine has entered the building.
Damn.
Are these actual cheerleaders?
Yes, and they said this is a thing. They call it something bees.
Huh. Look at them grabbing the rails. You better grab that rail. They all going down.
That is crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
This is crazy. Yo, this is insane, man. God damn.
And let me tell you, my own cousin again, and that's how we have.
Now my trim's starting to mess up. Wow. Let's go.
To deal with family.
Mm-hmm.
My own cousin, I put that up. She sends me a message on Facebook.
Oh, here we go.
Or as Bill Belichick would call it, my face.
The black struggle.
She said, "Those are children. Why would you talk bad about children?" I said, "Well, if those are children that weigh that much, somebody should have been talking bad about them kids."
Yeah,
but it's like what you said, black women are getting bigger and bigger.
Mm-hmm.
And so they make you accept it.
Yeah.
By showing you this unhealthy behavior.
Yep.
But don't they do the same thing when it comes to single mothers? Don't they show single mothers? They always talk about single mothers. They had the president come out there, the vice president. Her platform that she was running on was my mother was single and raised us by ourselves. Yep. And then made fun of Donald Trump's dad gave him something. How do we make fun of that? Is that what a dad's supposed to do? Listen to this shit. His dad came home. He ain't shit.
Yeah, that is crazy. That is wild.
So we have to think about it. Everything that makes sense. They said that's not normal.
Right.
I saw your producer, he had a couple of pictures of people. And I had to tell my mom is a pastor. First off, that let you know shit backwards. I told her the Bible says you ain't supposed to be preaching, lady.
Right.
She said, but no, it don't say that. Then I pointed out where it said. She said, but it didn't say it here. I'm like, that's black women's logic. I'm saying, it might have said it there, but it didn't say
black women got ADHD, man.
Yes. It can change in a minute. Yeah. So I said, you shouldn't be for anything that they do. You're a religious person. Why are you for this? I said, they had a man, and I forgot what the department is. I said, he's in a dress. I said, that's a part of his cabinet because she was talking about Hexeth and Gates. And I said, but what about who actually was on Joe Biden's cabinet? That's not true. I showed it to her. That's Photoshop. I showed her several of them, and then he up there talking about his own dress. Well, that's just one person. Haven't y'all noticed how hard it is? You can't box a black woman in.
Everything that you show them or tell them.
They need to be like MMA fighters. Like you could never get a bitch down on the ground. She just slip out of it. Every hole you get her in.
That's exactly what they are. MMA fighters. They will slip anything you say.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is an impressive thing. Like sometimes I sit and think, I said, how can you say this with a straight face to people's face? You know that's stupid.
Right. They dead serious too. They say with a straight face and they like, yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
They got you.
They dropped the mic.
Yeah.
They just said 2 + 2 is 8.
Yeah. Black women gaslight themselves. Now that's crazy. Hey, what platform are you on now?
I'm on Rumble.
Okay.
I'm on Twitter until they kick me off because I'll be on there for a while. I'm the only nigga that just constantly get kicked off everything. That's crazy. I get kicked off OnlyFans. What kind of shit is that?
You got kicked off by OnlyFans?
Yeah, I said, well, I go over there and put the videos up.
Because I'm gonna tell you why. It's because this has become a woman's world. If they don't like something, you are offended. Them in the alphabet community. If you do that, they take you down. It's insane, man. You can't even say nothing no more. I have TikTok panels over there. I have 7 or 8, 5 people on at a time. You can't. I come off a week from being flagged, boom. I don't even know what I said. I'm like, what happened? You can't say nothing now. And so, But they can say whatever they want about us. They can say whatever they want, man. They can say whatever they want. And I'm sick and tired of it. But things are getting ready to change. I can't wait. I can't wait. Things are getting ready to change, ladies and gentlemen. They sure are. Let's go.
They kicked me off.
OnlyFans, how you get kicked off? They got porn over there. That is crazy.
And now you know why I made the damn comparison.
Yeah.
And how is it that you can shove a cucumber in your nostril after it's been in your anus?
Yeah.
But you can't talk about being black and having responsibility. Because if you think about it, it's all about responsibility. Everything that we talk about, is it not just simple responsibility? Like one
accountability.
Of the things, I don't know if they say to you, but I hate when they say, well, you always talk about the problem, but you never offer any solutions.
It is a solution.
Motherfucker, the solution to not burning your hand on a hot ass stove is to not put your hand on that. Why do I have to tell you this? You sitting there with your hand just a sizzling. Talking about so then what should I do?
Right.
Just fucking solutions in the problem. Like it doesn't make sense. But they will find a way to get out of accountability.
Accountability.
I mean, I used to say all the time, I said, black people think accountability is their ability to count.
Can't even do that right.
I do have accountability. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's not what it means.
Yeah, you know what's so this is exhausting because you look at all demographics of people: Chinese, Asian, Indian. I mean, just all walks of life. Only people that have this struggle, these problems of accountability, one demographic. Yeah,
and you know how it happened, though, right? You guys haven't seen my movie called A Fatherless America. Go check it out on Amazon Prime. It's because women are delusional, as women of all races. They're typically delusional. If you allow them to have it, is the reason why they gave them the 19th so they can vote, because they knew you would bring in a delusional group of people who would then vote based off what you said at the beginning, how they feel.
Yeah.
You take fathers out of the house. What have you done to little boys who are raised up in these fatherless homes?
Come on.
Their mentality starts to be like
emotional black women.
Like their mother.
Now you can easily control them.
Yes.
That's dangerous too.
Yes.
You said that dangerous. You said that years ago in one of your videos.
Yes. You sit there and you get a man, because that's still a man.
Yeah.
And you put a woman's emotions in him, because the only thing that keeps most women from doing something to a man is because they know a man can physically overpower them. Put that in a man. Put that mentality. And put it in a man. That governor is gone. That's why you have people threatening our lives now. Nigga, but like the first thing, nigga, if I see you in person, I'm gonna smack you in the face. And you're thinking, damn.
That's like what they talk to.
No, and that's something like you can hear it in the letters. As they type it. Well, fuck, that's how I'm good. And that's how he sound when he said that, when he typed it. But you took the governor off by giving these emotions to a man, and now this fucker has been cheered on by these women because they call them their soldiers. Notice they call the ones who spent 4 years in jail their soldiers before they call the ones who spent 4 years in school. You're square.
Oh my God.
You speak English.
It's like we glorify the wrong things.
Oh my God, they cooking. They cooking, dog. Hold on. Listen, man. I say this all the time. BWs, they like a certain type of guy. I'm going to tell you why. Because when he's released from the cage, the joint, whatever, she knows she loud. She knows she about to bug out. She need that man to be on standby at any given time to come create all havoc to defend her honor. That's it. That's it. That's why the good brothers are stepped over for that sorry one. Because she can control him. she can control him. See, a guy like me, you own everything. You think for yourself. I don't have to follow no woman around in a grocery store and pick out what I want because she buying it. You buy your own food. That's what they want, that little boy. As soon as they get mad at him, they gonna tell him he a little boy. Now he mad. Now he want to go upside her head. She gonna call the police. He going to jail. And guess what? She gonna send him money on his commissary. I'm sorry. He gonna come out. They gonna do it again, and so on, and so on, and so on. This is insane. It's crazy. Come on.
Yeah, and that's what women do. Though women are typically, and I hate to say this, but women are possessions. Casualties of war. Mm-hmm. In a war, what happens? They go kill all the men and they take the women. And the women go along with whoever just won.
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's what happens. Mm-hmm. So if you watch what women do to their children are typically used for, if I have a good man and the man's worth something, I have some kids because that shows that I picked the right man. That's why they have kids. Mm-hmm. But if you look at what a lioness does, if she loses her lion, the new lion gets to come in and do what to them old cubs?
Kill them.
Mm-hmm. If you watched all the stories, probably half of the ones that I do are typically about Black women who end up dating a new man who ends up molesting, raping, or killing those children. Right. And then you find out she lets them. She let Pookie, who just got out of jail, stay at home with her 13-year-old daughter while she go to work all day.
Yeah, because her allegiance is with the man because that's who's taking care of her.
Yep. Mm-hmm. And so that's what the Black community has become. It's just a bunch of fucking confusion. And when they were bragging, back to what I was saying about Kamala, they were bragging about being fatherless and condemning J.D. Vance for coming out of his place where he was. Mm-hmm. Look at him. He went to Harvard. Yeah, thinking, when did that become a diss?
Yeah. Right.
But it is.
Yeah.
But then Barack Obama went to an Ivy League school, you dummy.
Yeah.
Like everything they said was stupid. And it was because, like you said, women have the ability to be able to circumnavigate the shit out of responsibility. So if you take that from men, not having responsibility, because men have a responsibility of, we know, like I know if I say some shit to y'all that's out of line, I get fucked up in this studio. I know it's a possibility that could fucking happen.
No, I got a 6-inch humor. I'm probably gonna laugh.
But I'm saying, like, I gotta watch when you're dealing with other men.
Right.
But women will sit here in front of us. It could be a woman right here with us, with all three of us just snarling and shit. Y'all some bitch ass niggas. Right. And she expects that we will control ourselves while she doesn't control herself.
That mindset that Black women have.
Come on and cook, Tommy. Come on and cook.
Where do you think that originated from? I know you said single fathers, but do you think that there's political forces that's forcing our people to think that way?
Yes. Glorifying is like what you said about the fact.
It's in our music, church,
Yeah.
TV shows, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
It is everywhere. There's a reason why over 90% of Black women, I think it was like 94, 95% of Black women voted for Kamala.
Yeah.
They're not rational fucking people.
They're not. Yeah, that nigga that came out.
That nigga that came out of how say you one day. Yo, how they cooking tonight? Yo, whoa. Hold on, man. The twins cooking tonight, baby. God damn, man. These niggas is cooking, bro. Is you serious, man? These dudes is cooking. You tell me, say, oh, the nigga came out here tonight. man, I knew this was gonna be a great interview. I knew it. I just knew it. Come on and cook. Hold on, man. Hold on.
Place where he was. Look at him. He went to Harvard. Yeah, thinking, when did that become a diss?
Yeah. Right.
But it is.
Yeah.
But then Barack Obama went to an Ivy League school, you dummy.
Yeah.
Like everything they said was stupid. And it was because, like you said, women have the ability to be able to circumnavigate the shit out of responsibility. So if you take that from men, not having responsibility, because men have a responsibility of, we know, like I know if I say some shit the y'all that's out of line, I get fucked up in the studio. I know it's a possibility that could fucking happen.
No, I got a 6-inch humor. I'm probably gonna laugh.
But I'm saying, like, I gotta watch when you're dealing with other men.
Right.
But women will sit here in front of us. It could be a woman right here with us, with all three of us just snarling and shit. Y'all some bitch ass niggas. Right. And she expects that we will control ourselves while she doesn't control herself.
That mindset that black women have in our community. Where do you think that originated from? I know you said single fathers, but do you think that there's political forces that's forcing our people to think that way?
Yes.
It's definitely political.
Glorifying is like what you said about the fact.
It's in our music, church, TV shows. It's everywhere. Yeah. It is everywhere. There's a reason.
You're not gonna see Garth Brooks or Toby Keith. They're not, the country sector or the rock sector is not gonna let in music that's going to destroy their children. Meanwhile, you have a lot of conscious black rappers that can't even get on. My boy, one of them. I got 2 partners that's out cold. Beautiful music. Abstract, hot. You know what I'm saying? And they have to do it for themselves. Ain't nobody gonna pick them up. You got a lot of people that just didn't make it because that's not what the industry pushes. But things are changing. A lot of people are going independent and they are making it. They're becoming successful. Okay, the record companies just make you get there quicker, but you end up in the hole and end up in debt. You don't make money unless you go on tour. I'm getting off the rails here, but you get what I'm saying. They don't push that in those cultures. They push drill rap, stripper rapper music. Why do you think all our girls are fighting now? All the black chicks are fighting now. I mean, anywhere you go, they ready to pop off. But if you say something polite to them, hello, how are you doing today? They're gonna look at you like, nigga, what? That's foreign to them. It's foreign to them. Who you talking to? You talking to me? Yeah, I'm talking to you. How you doing? They can't handle that. But if you come in there and be like, yo, all you motherfuckers in here, what's up? Oh, they're gonna be the loudest in there. Let's get it popping. They finna call all they people up there and they finna chimp out. They finna wild out. Because the music, they got it playing in those earbuds all day. Oh, yes. Definitely politics has something to do with it. We have something to do with it ourselves because we don't have to accept it. But everybody's not mentally strong. Everybody don't have it. You see what I'm saying? Everybody can't say, hey, man, I don't want to live like that. Let me get my shit together. Come on.
Well, over 90% of black women, I think it was like 94, 95% of black women voted for Kamala. Yeah. They're not rational fucking people.
Yeah, that nigga that came out. Yeah. He said you want a nigga.
Just like in that Kevin Hart movie. What is it?
So what do you want?
Nigga don't care about it.
You said, do it. Nigga, beat my ass.
See how he's talking?
Yeah.
Beat my ass right now. Go ahead.
And she talking to her son like that.
Yeah.
Ricky. I don't know what the fuck your problem is.
You ain't got no daddy in the house.
You wanna break it down?
I know you could have put that window. Oh,
You don't want to break it. He's showing out. He want daddy to come back.
He ain't got much testosterone. I gotta stop giving this nigga soy.
A real man with a punch that window.
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good. Yep.
All that he learned from his mama.
I'm not touching you. And then no, Ricky, beat my ass. I'm begging you to beat my ass. Go ahead, nigga, beat my ass today. No, beat my. You want to beat my Ricky? I'm standing right here and I haven't moved. Beat my motherfucking ass in this house.
Damn.
Go ahead.
This
Go,
is
go,
insane.
You need a white family.
Yes. You need the blind side. This need the blind side, little boy.
Don't tell me no. Nigga, come beat my ass.
And see, let me explain what you saw. You said it yourself. You said it in jest, but you were telling the truth when you said he's crying out for his father.
Mm-hmm.
He is.
Mm-hmm.
You see how she was antagonizing her own child.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you know, if we had a son, if he was in there acting like that, you know what we do? We go in there and choke him out and wake him up and tell him, you know what you did wrong? Right. When he wake up, you know what you did wrong, right?
I remember my dad used to beat me until I went to sleep.
Right. Yeah. And you know what you did wrong, right? And it was a thing where we know, but he knows he's having to hold himself back from doing what she is daring him to do.
Yeah.
And that's what's crazy, because when a father's there, though, no, it ain't gonna be no broken shit. We got, come on.
Yeah,
whatever you just said you're gonna do.
You just stand up. What is it now? Yeah. Talk to him.
Yeah, and we don't have that thing. I have a daughter, and my daughter with her mom, I called her one time just talking all kind of shit. And I said, why do you let her talk to you like that? She doesn't talk to you that way. I said, hell no. I will karate chop the hell out. Why are you letting her do this?
Yeah.
And it's like, because I don't know if women kind of get a kick out of arguing. You know, sometimes when women argue, you don't be wanting to do that shit.
Women love to yell.
Yep.
They love, it's like drama is that energy. They feed off that shit.
No. Motherfuckers are happy.
This is correct. And that's why I've been with women and everything could be going great. They gonna do some shit to make I dated a chick and I broke it down to her. I said, how come everything going great? When things going great, you mess it up. No, that ain't true. I said, okay, I'm gonna prove it to you. We kept on living our lives. I said, you see that right there? Or I could be asleep. She will wake me up because you sleeping so good, Randall. Man, get off me, man. You can't sleep, take some pills, some melatonin or something. Leave me alone. Or if I order some food, we can order the same thing. She gonna want my plate because they don't want you to enjoy yourself more than them. Okay? Now, if a problem don't exist, they're gonna start a problem because they can't let things go smooth. They can't do it. I had the one lady I'm talking about, she said, I caught her red-handed. She said, yeah, you're right. I just can't do it. And just started tripping, hitting me. I can't take it. I said, this is stupid. Everything was going great. You right, man. You right. I can't handle this. This is too. They need hell. They need hell in them. They need it, man. They need it. I'm not making this stuff up. Come on.
Have an orgasm if they can get you pissed enough.
Yeah,
you be frustrated. And that bitch be like, do it again.
Yeah, women love to yell. Hey, my first wife was black. And
that's the problem right there. Go ahead.
Yeah, after the divorce, I was like, I'd never fucking do that shit again.
You saw she got off on.
Man, that girl used to hit me. Man,
wow.
Where's the military, man? I used to come back and drive to San Diego. I was about 2 hours away in Tustin, California. I was just driving up just to make sure he was still alive. And I would get there.
This is a legendary interview. These dudes look like little boys, man. I've seen see Tommy on the set. You see the honor, the respect. You can see, but when he ain't there, they got their energy back. This is awesome, man. This is awesome, man. This is I'll never forget this. This is the Sunday on the 5th of January 2025. Come on, let's cook.
A new scratch on his face. Yeah, man. That was such a horrible experience.
God, dog.
I mean, one time I was in the DMV with her, right? It was this fine chick. I don't know what she was. She was fine. And she was kind of flirting with me. And then my wife was there. She did this. I was like, it was just a reaction. I was so embarrassed when I did like this.
God,
I looked at the girl. She was like, she wasn't interested anymore because she seen I was a pussy.
Wow.
And you could see that she was actually been beating my ass. Yeah.
Wow.
What was my response? This instead of this.
and see, ladies and gentlemen, you just heard another episode of Light Skin Nigga Story.
No.
One is bitches openly flirting with him, and but we dark skinned. We don't have.
I'm gonna tell you like this. He needs to be on this show. He needs to be on this show, man. Come on, man. This cannot be their last interview, dog. He needs to be on. He need to be, man. Just like how Charleston White keep going on Say Cheese TV periodically, or what's the other show? Street Stars with the blue couch. Those two, Street Stars make money off Jaguar. Okay, that's their biggest guest, seems like. And Charleston White. But those two couches, Say Cheese and Ghetto, you heard what I said, Street Stars. Y'all go check their podcast out too. Say Cheese and Street Stars. Good podcast. Y'all go check them out, man. Shouts out to Street Stars and Say Cheese, man. Check them out. But they have the same people on in between other people. He needs to become a regular on this show because they're not going to let him have his own channel anymore because he too raw. He too raw, man. You know what I'm saying? But Donald Trump is getting ready to do some laws with these social media platforms. You just never know what's going to happen. You just don't know what's going to happen. You just never know. I know it's with TikTok, but he's coming after everybody. Elon Musk already owned Twitter. So he good with that. You can say whatever you want. But YouTube and Facebook don't kind of let up a little bit. Because you couldn't say nothing on Facebook. But they need to get after TikTok and they need to get off on YouTube. They need to do it. Come on.
That's some foreign shit in itself. We got to walk up on bitches and just force the hey. You got a man?
Yeah.
But you don't stop laughing. Yeah, I'm already insecure, sir. Yeah. But yeah, like you're saying, the fact that the other people could see, and you're saying I had to check up on this motherfucker, but you still put up. Maybe you can tell us. Why did you even put up with it? What was going through you? What was in you that made you say, I should work with this. I should fight through this?
At the time, I was like 19, 20. I was young. And this was my first serious relationship. So I didn't have no experience how to handle the situation. And I didn't expect that because it just started coming out of nowhere.
Yeah, you know what the major problem was? You didn't see it as violence.
Yeah, I didn't because I'm a man and she's a woman.
There you go.
It's like that's part of the reason too. But I was like looking back on there, it's like, man, if I had a time machine, I would go back and knock her ass.
So you live with regret, yes, that I didn't whoop her ass.
Yeah.
I tell you that I believe you. You said you 19. You said this first girl you was with. I can tell you. I can give you a little psychoanalysis of what you went through. Yep. You did not know the power of being light skinned with gray eyes. You do now, right? You done figured the shit out.
Yeah,
right?
I figured that shit out. I ain't got to put with this shit.
He said, "Wait a minute."
Mama said I got the good house.
Yes. What are you talking about? What am I doing?
Yeah.
No, you leave.
That was such a horrible experience. It turned me off to black women.
Jeez.
Because I saw a lot of her in when I tried to date another black girl, I was like, oh, that's a red flag. I knew this from her. It's like a cultural thing with black women. I'm not saying all black women are dangerous, but
just the majority of them.
They are aggressive.
Definitely.
And they act manly. Like a black woman, I've never been in a relationship with a white or a Hispanic or any other type of woman that actually put their hands up and said, let's do this.
Thank you.
Black women do that. And that shit's happened to me. That's why I dated black women after that, but I didn't really take them as serious as I should have because I kind of seen them in a different light because I know how black women get, especially after you get married. They always say, I don't need a man, I don't need you. Whenever you have a fight, they run. I don't need you. I was like, I'm not going to chase a woman that's like that. I'm not going to chase nobody that says that.
But when we have these conversations, and I'm sure y'all have seen this, one of the things that they do that bother me is they say, hey, who hurt you?
Oh my God.
Would you ever say that to a woman that's been raped?
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. But let me say something on that. You know what I tell them? I don't tell them who did it, but when you no, they say you hurt. Yes, I am hurt. I mean, that's not a flex because I'm hurt. Yeah, I am hurt. And it's because of you and you and you and you. You go, man, check this out. I went to a church the other day. I went to a church and they were having a food giveaway. And I went up there to get some fruit and stuff. And you know, fruit is expensive. They have some pretty good stuff. And this church gives it away like every, I don't know, I think once a week or I don't know. I think I haven't been there in years, but I wanted some apples. And anyway, I pull in there with my truck. And who do I see coming across the church parking lot on a high-low on the phone? And these people these black women got all the jobs now too. They control everything. Everything. She pulls up, I'm pulling up to go buy, because you see all the boxes just sitting out there. She pulls up on the phone, open up the high-low door, because it's one of those closed-in glass high-lows, work trucks, and open up the door and just yells out, "We close!" I'm like, okay, damn, my bad. Now, might I remind you, this is a church. It's one of the bishop's church here where I am. We close. And I'm like, okay, my bad. Then she didn't even say bye or nothing. She just slammed the door like, boom. You could tell she got back on the phone and just started talking about me. Like, this is the kind of treatment you get with these black women, man. I can give you tons of stories about it. I can give you tons of. You say, man, why you hate black women? No, I don't hate black women. I'm just telling you the character of y'all. You go out and you go customer service. You go order some food. They gonna act like you bugging them. I just want to. Sometimes you be like, dang, I forgot to ask for some ketchup and some napkins. Damn. We'd rather say, you know what? I'd rather wipe my hands on my shirt and not get the ketchup than go back in there and deal with this woman. That's shame, man. And we're not making this up. We're not making this stuff up. It's reality. Come on.
You still don't want to run in Central Park.
Right.
You should go try it again.
Right.
Would you ever say that to a motherfucker that got bit by a pit bull?
Right.
You wouldn't say, go get another one.
Yeah. Right.
And yet black women, instead of saying they will get better to stop us from having that, they will make fun of her. Who hurt you?
Right.
You've been hurt. Yes, bitch. That's why I'm not doing that. Why would you?
Yes, understand. Yes.
Why is it that they've decided to, and I know the answer, just want to hear from y'all. They've decided that the best way to get black men is to actually scare them or shame them into dating them, because they never lead with,
or they attack your heterosexuality and call you gay. Meanwhile, their best friends are people from that culture. Come on, cook.
What their qualities are of why you should date them. It's always you a weak ass nigga. Right. You can't handle us. Like, bitch, you handle a fucking snake. You don't handle a human.
Yeah, they always talk about yourself like you a damn tiger.
Right. You don't know how to handle me, bitch. I'm not Siegfried or Roy. See how that worked out for him.
Yeah, it's always like they're challenging your manhood, your masculinity. Like they want to wear the pants in the relationship.
Why do you think they lead like that instead of with every other race? Them women lead with, here's a welcome sign. Come here. Yeah. They saying here's a fucking obstacle course. And if you win, the most you'll get is a weed.
Yeah, I feel like you constantly trying to having to prove something to them. And and it feel like, to me, this is the biggest thing I found with black women. It's like they're never satisfied with whatever they got.
Hey, that's all. Hey,
another
thing right there.
Have a fight.
That's all women, buddy. They all. But I get what you're saying. None of them are satisfied, bro. But I get what you're saying. Come on, let's cook.
They put that pussy on this pedestal, like it's a damn Scooby snack. Oh, you ain't having sex? No, you need to start acting right. Yeah, I'm like, Like after I dumped that bitch, right? I get with these like Latinas, white girls. You get in an argument, that's the best sex after an argument.
Mm-hmm.
Now, damn, that's like a Scooby snack.
Yeah.
You a good boy, now I'll give you some.
No, yeah,
I've never had that experience, but just with a black woman.
Now you're right. I was a white girl, and I raised my voice. She got down on her knees.
That's a damn good woman.
Yeah, I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
Oh, I just want to make it go away.
A white woman did?
I said, God. So I would just cause a fight for nothing. The fuck? You got cheese on you. You got cheese on my motherfucking grilled cheese, you stupid bitch. Who does that?
Hell, man.
Yeah, man.
It's not that I just want a submissive woman. I want a woman with pushback, but I don't need to be freaking dating Marvin Hagler.
You don't want a woman like this?
Oh my God.
What's this?
That's
wild.
Oh, he finna hit him with that table. Bam! But watch how she get up. Wow. Like nothing happened.
Now I'm gonna tell y'all something. I don't know if y'all know who that is. That's Tommy Sotomayor, man. That's my dude. He used to call him BT1000s. I hope he bring that up after this video. Come on, man. Keep cooking, Tommy. Go.
Damn.
BT1000.
And get back into the frame. Oh, what's that? Look, who the fuck wants to deal with that? You hit a bitch with a table.
She comes back.
And comes back. That's why I call them the Terminatrix. They're not women. These are machines.
Okay, that's the,
These are
Let me
straight up.
read your tweet. Flip his tweet. Let me see that.
Oh, that's his face.
These are not women. These are machines.
I said it. See? It said it. I said it so much I knew what I said.
Yeah, each and every one of them had on European wigs, and each of them had on a 304 tie. This is far too common. Am I wrong?
And then we were just talking about how common it is. But here's the funny thing. We can't have this discussion. If we have it, we hate ourselves. We hate our mama. We got little dicks.
Right.
Yeah, we gay.
Yeah. I think it's tough love.
Yo, man, that's another thing. I'm tired of that, man. You got a black mama, you got a black sister. What the hell does that mean? Matter of fact, those was the main teachers to let me know how y'all is. Come on.
If I didn't care about you, I wouldn't say anything.
That and bitch, you built your reputation. Jesse James can't get mad when motherfuckers think he robbed banks.
Yeah.
That's what he did.
Right.
Imagine Ed Gein or a Ted Bundy mad that you think they might kill a motherfucker. How dare you?
Right.
You really think about it. But that motherfucker in Milwaukee, like, you don't want to eat none of his food that he served. What was his name? Jeffrey Dahmer. How would you like to try this beef? No, Jeffrey.
That shit was crazy. Black people was calling the cops on that food for like a year.
Right.
The cops never come. They smell dead black people. And the cops say, "Oh, they go away." I watched the document. It is crazy.
Yo, you see when they sent the little boy, they sent the boy back to it.
The little Asian boy.
God, dog, that boy
bottomized his ass.
Yeah, he was bloody and everything. Asshole gaped open. He's raping me. He's just my boyfriend. He be tripping.
That was crazy.
And they sent him.
Man, they cooking up in this mug tonight. Oh my God, they cooking. I'm about to split this into two videos, y'all. Man, they cooking tonight. Shots out to the Hodge twins and Tommy Sotomayor. If you just now tuning in, I need you to push the like button for me. Subscribe, all that good stuff. Come on, let's cook.
Back.
Yeah.
He done killed both of them, both brothers and shit. That was his brother. They killed his brother early and killed the little brother later.
Yeah. It was
Whole family gay.
Yeah. All of them just taking all
of them leave right to jail.
And then that made me feel bad too, because I said, man, for as masculine as black men are, they sure went home with Jeffrey. Jeffrey did not have to say much. When they, like you said, that
they wanted a white boy.
Yeah, yes. They were trying to get them a kid with good hair, I guess. They know booty hole make kids. But I was sitting up that thing. I said, wow, he wasn't even offering them a bunch of shit to get them to go home. That nigga was like, I got a black in my eye. Okay.
Do you want to take some pictures?
I said, God, that's a bad look for black men. They got him on the plantation pretty easy. Like if you got to think if he was able to get them that way, I see how they got niggas on the ship.
Yeah. Hey, I got a bag of sugar over there. Hey, you want some of these mirrors? Yeah, right there on the ship. I got some white women on the boat.
Yes, they came in that. That's worth getting on the boat for. Come on.
Yeah. Man, we got a brand new giveaway. Look at this. 2024 Ford F-250 6.7 liter Power Stroke. Even though she Latino, but she keep me in check.
Oh, well, that's good to have somebody like that.
I got a good, strong woman at the house.
No, Latino will stab you and then finish cooking.
Yeah, it did. Will suck you off.
Yes.
That night, yeah.
Why are you bleeding? You in and out of it. Wake up, the head still going. You just keep blurred vision of her. And then you wake up, this bitch done sewed you up.
Yeah.
Because Maria know how to sew up some wounds without going to the fucking the emergency room. Because few of her relatives ain't legal. I dated a woman in Arizona. She was like a fucking thug ass Mexican.
Oh yeah,
she had the tattoos on her nose. Yeah, her whole family was fucking cholo. They hated my black ass when I come. I used to pretend I was the Uber driver, taking her somewhere. We were going on a date. Pull out with an Uber sign. Like. Oh, I hate telling my life. Yes, I hate telling my life. I used to pull up. Oh, something about it was a turn on. I have no idea. Yeah, but I remember like she thought I was cheating. That bitch went through everything on my computer. I don't even know how she remembered.
Latinas? Yeah, they private investigators.
Yes.
Actually.
And I was like, being a nigga, like you trying to argue until you get caught.
Yeah.
Why would you think I'm cheating on you? This bitch done.
She didn't got the evidence.
Other than that, you didn't know till you looked.
Right.
No, she was mad though. She broke all like my monitors and shit.
Yeah.
And she was a little Mexican, looked like one of them little refrigerators in college.
Yeah, those are dangerous.
Yeah.
It's that Mighty Mouse.
Yes. I was like, where you get all that strength from? Fucking climbing Trump's wall? What happened?
No.
And then she do all that. Do they speak around you where they love to speak Spanish?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And then look over at you when they say
especially when they got their family over.
That bitch will sit up there and say something then. And go back. Are you talking about me now? Yeah. Bitch, I'm Panamanian, right? I know what the fuck you said. So then we have weird arguments like that. But no, it's there is love there. Like they do like being feminine. Mm-hmm. Why do you think black women have just decided they want to X that part out of them? Now these bitches walk around sounding like Glorilla.
Yeah. I don't know. That was an eye-opening experience when Kamala was in Atlanta. Yeah. When she was campaigning to be president. The way she tried to get the black vote, man, she really told on herself. It's like, I hope black people see this because this is how she see us.
Yes.
Yeah, black women didn't see it.
Still didn't see it. Of course they didn't see it because they only go on emotion. They don't think nothing's wrong with that type of behavior. You can go in public right now, they jumping on tables, popping they behind. They don't care, man. They with that. That's what they greet each other, hitting themselves on their behind. They greedy, hey girl, hitting each other. They don't think that's a new culture they bringing out. I don't get it. Come on.
84% of them still voted for. Still went out and voted for.
You know why they don't? I don't know if y'all talked about what Caitlin Clark said yesterday.
I kind of missed that.
Yeah. Caitlin Clark said that black women built the WNBA and she benefits from white privilege. And black women are saying, you go, girl. That's how easy black women are. All you do is pat them on the head. Mm-hmm. They take any kind of compliment. It's like being a dude with...
I'm glad he said this, y'all. I'm glad he said this. Yo, check this out. Now, you got this battle war going on between Fat Joe and... Because he said something about the FBA, which is the first time I heard about it, which I'm not even... What is it? Foundational Black Association, okay? I guess it resembles around guys like Dr. Umar, Tariq Nasheed. I don't know. But Joe got on there saying some spicy stuff. I'm sure you've been on the internet, you don't seen it. My thing is this. How y'all gonna get mad, but every time you see somebody dance or act like us, what do black people say? Oh, they invited to the cookout. Why? Because they dance like us? So stop complaining when these people get comfortable. When they start getting comfortable and start spreading their wings, disrespecting you. So yeah, they probably kissing Caitlin Clark behind because she gave him a compliment. Come on.
3 inches of dick and a woman telling you this is the biggest dick she ever seen. You should know better.
Yeah.
But you thanks. Wow. And you walk around cock D's the rest of the day. It's a fuck, nigga. Get out my face. I'll slap you in the head with my dick. Hold on.
Yeah.
And that's what black women do. They give black women stupid compliments that don't mean shit. They got the best bodies in the world. Bitch, have you ever seen Lizzo? How can you say you got the best bodies in the world when we know what exists? When y'all the number one people going to get BBLs? How you already got ass and going to get more?
Yeah,
that's like
that's
me
crazy.
knowing I got a damn DVD player in the house and I just keep putting more on the same
Like
TV.
black women have a monopoly on the bodies in the world. I was like,
Who told them that?
yeah.
That's
You want
crazy.
to piss off a black chick? Let a white chick or Latina walk in with a body. They're like,
Yep, they're gonna
no,
try
she's
to
fake.
They're gonna try to
Yeah,
fight
that's
her.
first thing
Well,
they
she's
say.
wearing a wig.
Oh,
They be like, man, she ain't nobody. Yeah.
And I worked in a salon, I was barber cutting hair, and every time a woman that would come in there that they knew that was nice or even tried to work there, all the BWs tried to fight her and they would always run her off. Like, y'all run off all the women, man. They very insecure.
They ain't got no monopoly on bodies. That's crazy if Caitlin Clark would say that.
Well,
yeah, if you can find that.
she had to say it. She know how they work. She know how they work. She had to say it because they was on her so tough. They made sure they made her uncomfortable. See, white folks are smart, man. They know, all right, I'll kiss your butt. Leave me alone. They know. She know that's what they wanted. They know us more than we know ourselves, man. She knew that. Kissed they behind, and now they don't left her alone.
Caitlin Clark fucking thing too. That because it was crazy. That how much bigger she is than that other woman.
I know that's crazy.
That bitch looked like Ving Rhames. And, she like Ving Rhames and Holiday Heart.
Yeah, she's a damn Amazon.
She is an Amazon.
Yeah, if I was like, I ain't taking that picture. Why'd you post that? Why'd you do that? Jeez Louise. We got it bad, brothers. But remember, if you don't find one of them attractive, then you hate yourself and your mom.
Right.
Yeah, you hate yourself and you hate your mom. I remember because on my show, I used to show pictures of black women and they would tell us we got to date them. So I started singing the Usher song. I said, we got it bad when we coming home to some hoes that look just like that. We got it bad. We got it bad as black men. Like that's what we supposed to find attractive. And if we don't, there's something wrong with us.
Yeah.
And here's what happened. I don't think they get it. They will tell us we weak because we don't want to deal with this fucking lion.
Right.
But even the Bible tells you that Bible they love to quote. The Bible says a man would rather live on the top of the roof of his house on the corner than be in the house with a contentious woman. It says this in the Bible. So why is it that these women who claim they love the Bible don't understand that their attitude is pushing men away?
They also said women ain't supposed to be speaking in the church. They always dodge those scriptures, though. Come on.
So when they see all these niggas now at the draft, the NBA draft is so funny now. It used to be a bunch of niggas that had mothers that they was trying to go pro so they can buy them a house.
Right.
That was when I was young. And they got old. The draft is full of niggas look like y'all. And all of them got their daddies though.
Yeah.
It's just men with non-black women who are now there to watch their child move on to the next stage of life. And that child, Patrick Mahomes, he didn't have to buy his mama or daddy a house.
Right.
He might have had to buy his daddy a fifth, but he didn't have to buy. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes, see you out there drinking and driving. That nigga stay drunk. Oh my God. He had to ask for permission to go see his son's game. He was drunk, and I think they about to give him 10 years in jail, but because he was Patrick Mahomes' a daddy that gave him like this weird probation and he can't ever get a license again.
Wow.
How would you have that much money and still be out there drinking and driving? But
I would have got too much money.
Yes, you can do it. I think niggas just like doing nigga shit. They do fuck a chauffeur. I tried this bit myself. He probably was driving a limo.
Yeah.
But you watch now, Wimbenyana, Derek Lively, all of these brothers mixed, went number 1 in the draft, 2 in the draft, 3 in the draft. All of them mixed, but the fathers are there now. So somebody got to ask, why is it that 30 years ago, there were very few fathers there, all mothers, and the sons were going pro to take care of their mama? I had a brother on my show, Philip Buchanan. He got drafted by the Raiders when they was in Oakland, 4th overall. His mama gave him a bill on draft night.
My bad.
A bill?
And told him,
what's going on?
That it cost me $1 million to raise you from birth.
Andy, what's going on, fam?
To now.
She didn't make a
right there.
See, black people's math is
He's
way
love,
off.
baby.
Yes.
Yeah, just that mindset is horrible. If you raised a good
Hold on
son,
one
he would take
second.
care of you to begin with.
Thank you. You wouldn't have to
even
ask.
gotta ask. You don't have to.
Remember the one of the when I was telling y'all that how the culture is pushing bad black music on our culture, and I said I know a few guys that's dope with music, but the industry didn't get them because they too positive and too dope. At the bottom of your screen right now, check him out. He one of them. He's one of them. That's my dude right there. Aslan, Mondi, check him. He's one of the dudes I was talking about early in the show when I was talking. He's one of them. He's got another dude, Solid. They did a few albums together. I think they're working on the project right now. Y'all need to go over there and check them out, man. They solid, straight up. I mean, I've been knowing these dudes since I was in elementary, and they won't push dudes like this music. They gonna push the Sexy Reds. They gonna push drill rap. That's why our children are the way they are. But yeah, the people I was talking about early in this podcast, that's what I'm talking about. Y'all go check them out. Come on.
Have to ask. That's mama.
And it was sad, really, because you could see when you watch the interview, you could see it in his face. He was really sad. But then I said, "Well, did you pay?" He said, he paid her. Because if you don't, you're not a good son. You notice that us as black men, we get guilt tripped into doing things that we don't even want to do. There are times in which I've done shows just to prove I'm not anti-black woman. And I'm like, why the fuck did I even do this? Like, I didn't want to do this, but I've gotten pushed so much. Well, we'd respect you more if you did. Then I start realizing, bitch, you don't respect me at all. Because like you said, I'll do the right thing. So whatever I'm doing, that's the right thing to me. You shouldn't be able to force me into doing that. But yet they do. That's what they were doing during the election, was it not? Didn't they say, well, if you don't vote for Kamala, you must hate your mama.
Yeah.
Ain't your mama black? And I stopped.
My mama ain't Indian.
But here's the thing. Her mama ain't black. So how you gonna tell me? Barack Obama, when he said it, nigga, your mama ain't black. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Y'all are proof that people don't respect black women because y'all came from non-black women.
Right.
It took a non-black woman to raise the first black president.
Exactly.
Then let that sink in, Keisha.
Damn. Hey, you know what's crazy?
That is wild.
They tried to say Kamala's father was black, but a lot of people don't know there's a lot of Indians, just Indians that look just like you, look like me, and they don't even associate themselves with
they're
Indian.
But they're Indian.
Yeah.
He said he ain't black. That's what's funny. Have you ever noticed? He's not dead. So why would this woman not have her father show up? And that's her tie to blackness.
Yeah. Right. That's
he
what
never
makes her
shows
black.
up.
Yep. Never showed up.
Imagine.
And you know,
my bad. I was muted, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to speak on that too. How you gonna be running for the top office in the world and your pops don't even show up? Something was wrong with that from jump. Did her mother even show up? Nobody showed up. But Candace Owens did trace her lineage back. Oh, yes. Well, it didn't work. It didn't work. We won the election. Come on.
one thing about Indian women marrying a black guy, that shit don't happen.
Yes.
Right. I dated an Indian girl for 6 months. I was like 24, 25, and she was in her 20s. And we kept it a secret for 6 months because in their culture, they have arranged marriages.
Yes.
And she told me if they found out I was dating a Negro, they would burn me at the stake and they would make you watch and then they would burn you.
Wow.
She flat out.
And they, there was one in Arizona. I did a story about that. They did an honor killing like that. The Indian girl wasn't a virgin. She had an arranged marriage to a guy back in India, and they were supposed to get together. Well, she found a boyfriend in Arizona. They killed her. Her family did. The mother stood there and watched, yelled at her while it was going on. And it was actually recorded on their security system. The mother was standing there telling her she getting what she deserved.
That's crazy. Yes, I don't even think that dude was black.
No, he wasn't.
He won't. If he was, he'd have showed up. You see how they portray him on Wikipedia, the first black professor?
Sure do.
I was like,
Wikipedia, like we got to tell people, that man nigga get on Wikipedia and put all kind of shit on there.
yeah.
I looked at my own Wikipedia and it said I was gay. It did. I was like, who the fuck? I said, y'all niggas. First, I can't stand y'all niggas. Y'all just, every time they disagree with you, you gay. What the fuck?
Yeah.
But then they okay with some gay nigga just walking around sashaying. I'm like, why y'all ain't called the actual gay person gay? Y'all don't make fun of his ass.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it's an insult. It's an insult. It's meant to insult. They use that term to hurt you or try to offend you, which it don't. But they best friends are gay men. Go to some of these churches or go to some of these restaurants or they work together. You're going to see the fine chicks with the gay dude cracking jokes. I know I got a brother like that. So I know you can't tell me nothing. Okay. But they'll call the head. If you disagree with anything that they say, you gay. You like it up the behind. You like it in your behind. It's bullshit, man. Come on.
But Wikipedia can do whatever they want. They put whatever they want to. And then if you also notice, they started erasing a lot of shit about her. That's what I didn't like. Like the propaganda machine with the work real damn quick. And it should have never been that close. You can't just put somebody for as important a position as president. But it's like what you said. Black women they wanted to have symbolism. And the reason why I voted against Kamala Harris, because I did not want them black bitches to spend the next 4 years global.
Oh, man.
Black women are already insufferable.
Yeah. Can you back to her as Kamala's the president?
Yes.
That'd be like, what's that white girl going on the football games? Kansas City.
You talking about Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift. You know how they kept putting that bitch up? Black bitch been all over TV for the next 4 years. Yeah. Telling
you how you had to kiss their feet on subway trains in order to get on it. It's all kind of shit they would have had you to do because they was like, we gonna save democracy. We save democracy. It took a black woman. It took a black woman. Y'all bitches don't do shit.
Y'all trying to ruin this country. Y'all doing.
Yes.
They don't even realize it.
Right.
It scares me, man. Could you imagine a female leader?
No, I couldn't because I won't do it. I won't vote for him. I told him I want him to repeal the 19th, but that's just me. I just started that shit a long time ago. Repeal the 19th because these women their main argument was what? Abortion.
Right.
Bitches' main argument for this. We want somebody women's we
that's
want
all they talked about. Their whole campaign was run on my body. He's trying to control. Listen, man, and I'm trying to tell these women, I'm like, you idiot. What about if she get raped? Man, that's 1%, 2%, 3%. That don't happen like that. If that was happening like that, it'd be a lot of. You know you get locked up for rape, right? You do know you get locked up for rape, right? They'd be locking people up like that. Women ain't get raped like that and getting people pregnant. Stop the crap, man. No, y'all want to be promiscuous, have sex. I can't even say what I want. I'm on YouTube. Let my man unload in you and then take the baby out. That's what you want to do. You're supposed to be married with your husband, have children, and raise your children. But all the women now, they want to be city girls. They want to be online. I dated this chick it's been about 4 years. Dated this chick. You know what she told me? She said, you know what? We went to Chicago. With my brother. You know, we never posted one picture on social media. I'm like, so? Do people even know we go together? I said, nah. Like, that's all they care about. Taking pictures of food, getting online, trying to act city girls with a purse with their feet crooked over with the duck lips popped out. Man, don't nobody care about that. We're the only culture that does this, man. The only culture. The Indian women ain't doing it. The Arabic, man, I go in this store the other day. I went in this store the other day. It's an Arabic lady. She in there holding her child while she working behind the cash register. Holding her child in a swaddle. Holding her child. Working. Not women in my culture. You know what they're doing? They cussing out. Get your mother effing behind, cussing out their kids, man. They don't want to be mothers and they don't want to be wives anymore. Period. They don't want to be none of that. They want to be city girls. They want to be seen. Let's go.
As they say, we want the right to choose, and you must trust women to make the right decision. Hold up, bitch. If you're having to get an abortion, we already know you make the wrong decisions.
Exactly.
Why would we trust you after that? That makes no sense. That's like telling your parents, you should trust me about what I should do with this money after you getting your car repossessed.
Right. Yeah. Right.
Once you gotta have an abortion, bitch, you have no more rights over your body. You should have a male representative from the rest of your life because you've proven you a dumbass because you fucked the wrong person or you fucked at the wrong time. Because even getting pregnant, women don't even understand how much of an act of God that is. You got like fucking 3 days of ovulation and you don't even know how your body works. That's why when a woman says she don't know who got her pregnant, that is a slut.
Oh, yeah.
3 days,
You
what was you doing?
Pregnant by?
And the fact that these bitches out here doing this shit, nasty motherfuckers. Nasty, you're gross.
Yeah,
what's it like a petri dish? You fuck around and grew Freddy Krueger out your vagina. That's the kind of shit is this. But you watch these women and they were saying, well, we need the right to choose. We want the right to choose.
But the thing is, nobody took that away
at all. Yeah. And because one, you could decide who the fuck you want to fuck, you idiot. Then you can decide when you want to fuck. We want the right to choose if we want to become mothers or not. Cool. Then I want the right to choose if I become a father or not. So you know what? I should be able to say the same thing a bitch can say. Well, I don't really want to be a father right now. So you can actually get an abortion. I want a financial abortion. I guarantee you it would stop all this reckless having kids if men could just turn their back on the hoes and the hoe couldn't do nothing about it.
Yeah, to stop all these thoughts getting pregnant by professional athletes.
Thank you. Imagine if the professional athlete could just fuck anybody he wanted. And if you came up pregnant, that's on you, bitch, because I don't want to be a daddy.
Yeah, same intellect.
Yeah, because the same. And I'll tell women this. Well, that's just you as a deadbeat. I said, hold on. If I don't take care of a live child, I'm a deadbeat. Yeah. I said, well, what do you say about women who leave their kids at the fire station, police station, or hospital? They can drop them off and never get. Oh, well, she made the right decision for that child because she knew she couldn't take care of it. I said, well, bitch, I knew I couldn't take care of a child. I knew I wasn't ready for it. So why would you try to make me a father? Right. Well, you shouldn't be able to run away from your financial responsibility. I say, I ain't never heard of a woman who dropped her kid off at the fire station, police station, or hospital ever having to pay 1 day of child support, nor do women who give their kids up for adoption or make them a ward of the state. They never have to pay 1 dime of child support, yet we lionize those women and say how strong it was for them to make such a difficult decision. Well, bitch, I'm making a difficult decision to never look back out that skeeted in you. I will never look back. I don't give a fuck what you call me about. I'm pregnant. You what? Yes, you are, but I'm not. I guarantee you stop having these babies because ain't nobody gonna get pregnant by Lil Wayne if they know they couldn't get no money out of it.
Right.
That's the only way this nigga got all these kids because money's involved. Ain't nobody saying I want a kid look just like an alien.
Yeah, got to take away that financial incentive.
Yeah, but women, they won't.
Yeah, women act like getting pregnant is like catching the flu or something. It's like totally out of their hands. You actually have to lay down, open your legs. Here we go. Right? Dude has to get erect. Dude has to slide in. Dude has to pump for a little bit. Dude's nuts is gonna get tight. He gonna skeet off up in you. You still might not be pregnant. You could take the day after pill. Yeah. You got options. Yeah. Just pull take out. Just have some responsibility. Fuck it. Take accountability. You don't have to get pregnant. Right.
You ever thought about writing books? You could like the motherfucking maintenance man.
Only people gonna buy this white man.
This nigga doesn't describe.
They gonna buy.
He described the shit out of sex. I'm like, hold on, keep going. He gonna bust up in here. He gonna slide in. He's gonna be throbbing. I said, damn, this nigga's a literary genius. You don't gotta watch it. You can just imagine. This nigga's a Stephen King of porn. But no, you're right. It takes so much into going into it, but they will act like they just walked out fucking side and caught COVID.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they will describe it that way for them. But for you as a man, like I did a story, and it was the stupidest shit I've ever seen. And men, we play a part in this because we say stupid shit. Teacher sleeps with boy. Boy, 15 years old.
That's a lucky boy.
See, that's a stupid thing we say. Stupid.
You know she fine. You don't remember Miss Jackson?
I'm on the wrong podcast. I thought I had friends. These niggas like, yeah. That's the greatest. I remember what happened to me. Oh my God.
Man, I had this crush on Miss Jackson's a white woman. I could not take my eyes off that woman. And I remember I was looking at her, I was like, she looked at me like, she said,
is that the father of story? Like, if you had that look.
I said, man, she was fine as hell.
Yeah.
And see, and that's why I was saying, like, okay, we say how great it was for that boy.
Yeah.
So he got her pregnant. The woman got 6 months of probation. If it had been my black ass, fucked a 15-year-old student, it wouldn't have mattered if I looked like Brad Pitt. They still would have said I was a horrible person and she was a fucking victim.
Yeah.
Which we all know these teenage girls, and I got 2 of them, they're not fucking victims because when I was in high school, every one of the teenage girls wouldn't even fuck people her age. She was fucking the local drug dealer and some old nigga that had so they are very calculating, but we still look at women as victims. That's how they get to portray what you said, like it's like just act like they caught a cold. They weren't out fucking and purposely doing this. It just happened. But that guy, he's a dog. So again, this boy got this girl teacher pregnant. 6 months, she's on probation. She gets off. He turns 18. Guess what she does to him when he turns 18?
What?
Put him on child support. That is a crime. You fucking raped him. Why does he have to pay you child support?
You know what? I know, man. I know that's
how crazy that is.
That is women in a nutshell.
In a nutshell.
Yeah, that's what I want. Yeah, you're exactly right. Because when I look at men, look at all the wars we started, there's an evil in men, right? But I always say this, there's a special evil in women that you would never find in a man. That's what scares me when if I get pulled over by a female cop or I see a female leader, they're very vindictive.
Yeah.
Here's what women can do. And everybody can go check this out. Look at every case of which a woman has killed her boyfriend or her husband. When she gets caught, what does she tell the police immediately?
She's a victim. He was abusing me.
Yeah.
Every time. It doesn't matter who they've done it to. They've always say they were being abused.
That happened to Keith.
See,
I was actually being abused. Should have killed.
She called the cops on him. She was beating his ass for 3 months straight. She called the cops on him, wanted him arrested.
Wait, what'd you call him? What's his name?
Keith.
What's yours?
Kevin.
I just thought y'all niggas' name was Hodge. Hodge 1 and Hodge 2. I didn't know y'all niggas. I said, you just call him?
Yeah, Keith and Kevin.
That's all right. I was like, I thought y'all niggas didn't have names. I thought y'all was just the Hodge twins.
People come to me, are you a Hodge twin?
See?
Yeah, they say that.
Y'all don't have no fucking name. Just a Hodge twin. That's it.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Yeah.
But no, yes, they've become victims, and we expect it. When a woman does something to a man, what's the first thing we ask? What did he do to make her do that? They've never asked, what did she do? Even when they cheat on us, we catch them. What is the first thing they'll say? We did something wrong. Like, I'm like, well, why did you cheat on me? I cheated on you, Tommy, because you never took me out to the movies. You never took me to dinner.
You don't give me any time.
See,
you're always working. You're always working. I'm like, bitch, who's paying for all this shit?
Most of the time they making that shit up why they cheated. They lying. They cheated because they wanted to cheat. Just like, what's the guy's name? Steph Curry's wife. She want to cheat so bad. She literally said this. She got mad. She said she's jealous of her husband because he gets approached by so many women, and she feels invisible. Man, she fine as hell, but people not gonna approach you because you married, you idiot. Anybody finna try to come at you, and people respect Steph Curry. And you got babies. Ain't nobody trying to holler at you. You a wife with children. But so a lot of times these women they cheat because they want the man. They want the man. They want the man. It's nothing that you did. You didn't spend enough time with me. No, you just wanted that dude. Stop lying. You wanted that guy. Come on.
Oh, my first thing is, well, cool, bitch. That I should have caught you at the dinner or a movie with this nigga, not with his dick in your mouth. I do that. That's what you said I don't do. I respect that. Let the side nigga do all the shit you say I don't do. You never take me to the Magic Mountain. Then I should catch you at Magic Mountain with the side dude. I should not catch his dick in your mouth. I did that. You're letting him do shit I did. That don't make no sense.
Yeah, like that woman that cut that guy's penis off.
Lorena Bobbitt.
Yeah, women praised that woman.
Sure did.
Yeah, imagine if a man cut up a woman's titty.
That's right.
The men out here praising them. Man, that'd be nuts.
Yeah, so just cutting off clitorises. Walking around with them little bit of thumbs.
That's crazy. There's different standards for women and men. Women just crazy.
Yes, and he said it. And we don't even talk about it. The biggest serial killers on earth have been women. The Bible talks against women more than it talks against men. Women have done some of the craziest shit. As a matter of fact, if you believe in the Bible, who's the one that got us kicked out of Eden? Women. Yeah. Women are stupid.
Yeah.
Without women, Adam ass was fine. Naming shit, tiger, lion, bear. Oh my. He was good by himself. God said, go to sleep, nigga. Took his rib and then gave him a bitch. He woke up, side hurting and shit. Oh, he saw a pussy. He didn't even know what happened, but he know where his dick went. He just put it right in there. He said, wow, it's fit too. So everything was happy. He was like, bitch, you can help me name this shit. So she was naming crazy shit too. So everybody was happy. Then one day, a random dick shows up.
Yeah.
The dick wasn't even attached to nobody. It's a snake.
Right.
Just slithered up.
Yeah.
Which the Bible is crazy anyway, talking about some. And since the snake did that, for the rest of its days, it was banished to having to walk on its belly. Well, what the fuck was the snake walking on when it first met her? It's a snake. That made no sense. You banished it to do what it was already doing? Yeah. Anyway, that's me questioning the Bible.
Snake walking up on legs.
Like this nigga was just tap dancing. You know how snakes do. You'll never be able to get down again. Yeah. But everything was fine. This bitch starts talking to a random ass snake, and everything was going fine. Ain't that what happened in your relationship? Shit going fine. Bitch need problems. Eve needed problems. He said, nigga that told you all this shit, he don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is eat that shit.
Eat that apple.
Yeah, eat that apple. You'll be as smart as him. For real.
Woman caused a problem.
Then after she did it, she did the same thing a bitch normally do. She could have just did it and lived with it on her own.
You gonna blame it on her?
Bring it to you.
Yeah.
Hey, Adam. Yeah. Try this. Pussy was good.
And they do that to this day, man. They want to overpower everything. Just like if we'd have voted for Kamala and Kamala screwed everything up, you know what they'd have said? Well, y'all the man, y'all should have did it. They're gonna do that every time. But when we do stand up and be a man and overpower it, y'all gay, y'all some suckers. We hope you hang from a tree. That's how they are, man. They ain't nothing. Hey, but it's nothing new up under the sun. They still the same way.
Good to him, so he was gonna try anything. She could have brought him a turd. He was gonna eat it,
right?
Because, like you said, they're gonna use pussy as this
weapon,
this pedestal. Yeah.
So she ruined paradise for men.
Yeah.
If y'all don't think deep in that, fucking Samson and Delilah.
Yeah.
This bitch kept telling him, "Tell me how you strong like that."
Was using her beauty to get it out of him.
Yeah,
they call it beauty, but they meant pussy.
Pussy.
Because she threw that pussy on him, that Philistine pussy.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever had some Philistine pussy.
It sounds good.
Ooh, yeah.
That's exactly what it was. It was pillow talking. And she threw it on him, and that's how, and I'm telling you, that's how it is, man. And I'm gonna tell you something else. That's why a lot of men, That's why I know I'll probably be by myself, man, because I couldn't even bring myself like that to you can't even have orgasms now and enjoy it. You got to even have your orgasm strong now. You can't even have a weak moment of an orgasm. Or you, as soon as you get an argument, that woman go, that's why you was moaning like a bitch. They gonna do that. Now you gotta kill this bitch. I'm telling you, man. It's crazy, man. Come on.
Yeah, Philistine, boy. So he had it. This nigga told his old business, and she got him arrested. Just ruined his life. And think about how many men have the story of everything was going fine. But they met some woman. And that woman meant them no good. It's a woman in Atlanta, Susan Turner, look her up, killed not one but two of her husbands just for $30,000 of life insurance and gave them ethylene glycol. Which
antifreeze, right?
Just poured it in their fucking Gatorade. A nigga ain't got green Gatorade sense.
Was that shit? That shit was on what's it? Forensic Files.
Nigga, stay on now. Stay on it.
I've seen that same episode 30 times. I still watch it.
I still watch it because I can't. And then look over at the bitch.
Yeah. And the crazy thing about it, you in the hospital dying, she's bringing you more. She's putting it in soup, putting it in your sweet tea.
That's crazy.
You can't run away from this shit.
It's crazy.
After for some pussy, she put it in that too.
Yeah. And then look at today, there's a lot of men in jail. A lot of men are dead because of women. And look at how men, look at modern society. When you marry someone, you be with them 6 months, they'll walk away with half your shit.
The
Bible's warning men about women.
It's been doing it. I tell people, if you want to talk about I'm anti-woman, read your Bible. The Bible talk about some crazy shit that women do and how they ruin it to the point of where Jesus was saying.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we gonna end it right here. Man, this is a great discussion, man. I'm telling you. They cooking it. I'm gonna part 2 is coming. Dang, I'll let them anyway. Anyway. Oh yeah, I got it. There it is. Oh yeah, we good. So part 2 will be right behind this one. I appreciate everybody tuning into the show. The Hodge twins and Tommy Sotomayor, man, this is a great interview. I predict this interview is going to be broke up into so many pieces, especially the part about women. Oh my God, we just starting on 225. Great. It's a 2-hour video, and I'm telling you, man, I haven't even heard it until you guys heard. I'm listening to it with you guys. We're listening to it together. I'm about to start number 2 here in a second, but I will be logging off. I gotta go do a round around the house, making sure ain't nobody coming through the window and all that good old stuff. Get me something to drink, some water. I've been streaming all day. All right. Well, you people that's new to the channel, like, subscribe, share. And we'll talk to you real soon. Peace.